What's really going on, you guys? If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Really Kobe. Make sure you guys go ahead, subscribe, turn on those post notifications so y'all can be, notified whenever I drop new videos, weekly, daily, whichever. It just depends on what type of mood I'm in, honestly. But make sure y'all turn on those post notifications. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to this video. And if you already been here, you know the vibes. Welcome back. Let's get into it. But anyway, I just been reminiscing about my old life, how much fun I used to have. And I don't know, I used to have so much fun growing up and stuff. And I just remember this one particular moment where it's I said I have to do a story time on this. I had to come and let y'all know what was going on in my life, what type of things I was dealing with, because it seemed like my life was just such a teenage movie and it was just so crazy that I can't even. So I wanted to give y'all a story time on the time I got cheated on New Year's, y'all. So if y'all are ready for this video, go ahead, pop y'all some popcorn, sit back, relax, and get into this tea that I'm about to spill. And I hope y'all enjoy it, so let's do it. So this happened when I was in high school. I really can't remember what grade I was in. I think it was my senior year. It was definitely my senior year, okay? Because I was talking to this boy. I know which boy I was talking to. So it's my senior year. It was New Year's night. No, we definitely were not on good terms at this time because obviously we were broken up. But okay, so it was New Year's night. New Year's, everybody's popping fireworks, having a good time with friends and family. I ended up going to this kickback with my best friend. I'm at this kickback. However, me, her, and the boy are all mutual friends. So I don't know, I feel like he ended up FaceTiming her just because he knew that I'll be around, and he tried to be on some slick stuff trying to be seen. He seen me in the background of the FaceTime call whenever I was sitting next to her because he was trying to slide through at the kickback. And after that, after he ended up getting on FaceTime with her, he ends up texting me, just started chatting. But I know that he tried to slide to my house because he wanted to talk to me. I ended up letting him come over to my house. Like I said, I'm a teenager at this point. I have to be sneaky when it comes to boys, when it comes to all of this stuff, especially because I was not in the closet, but I wasn't out the closet. My people knew, but they didn't know for sure. They probably didn't know for sure, but they didn't know what I was doing out there, okay? We at the party, he's trying to slide to the party, he ends up texting me. He eventually, persuaded me to allow him to come stop by and see me. So I'm like, friend, it's time to go, because this boy, he want to see me, he want to rekindle the vibes. He misses old fling, period. Let's dip. We end up leaving, get home, I'm preparing to sneak him in, making sure that my mama and my daddy is tucked in bed good. I'm making sure, I'm going in the room, y'all good, chatting, trying to make everything seem very much peachy and creamy, because I need y'all to go to sleep because my aunt is coming over. After they go to sleep or whatever, I'm waiting for him to get there, but he had to park on the next street over because his car was so seen at my house, because he would come to my house and park in front of the yard, and I would go outside and talk to him, and we probably would end up speeding off, going somewhere. But my parents used to always see the car, so they knew it was some sneaky stuff going on, because it was why is Kobe going outside chatting in the car and not, not telling us who it is, not notifying us on who it is, because if it's a normal friend, then your friend will come inside. But since it was a boy, it was nah, y'all don't know what type of time I'm on. So I would stay outside and I would talk to him in his car. They knew exactly what the car looked like. So if they was to wake up and see the car outside, they already was going to know, hold on, something fishy is going on. So I had him park on the next street over. Ends up having to walk to my house. So I'm texting him let me know when you almost at the driveway. I'm come outside, I'm gonna get you. It's New Year's, like I said, so he drunk. He's he acting a little crazy, but it's not crazy to the point where it's belligerent and I'm finna get caught. I let him in the gate, in through the garage door, and at this point, he in my house, he in my room. So, when we see each other, it's on site. It's yeah, so what happened? Because we had already been beefing, because I just feel like he was always doing sneaky stuff. And you know, till now, he was doing sneaky stuff, and I found out about it. But I used to always accuse him of it because I don't know, I just always have like a gut feeling about something. Like whoever he was talking to, whatever he was doing when he wasn't around me, like I would just have a gut feeling. So I knew that he was doing something sneaky. So that's why we stopped talking. I didn't catch him until this night though. So I'm like addressing him because we haven't even been talking, and you know, we like play arguing, but you know, that cute flirtatious argument type vibe. We end up, you know, home run, first base, whatever you want to call it. Not in those terms, like we wasn't really getting into the business, but we was just, you know, having fun kicking around. By this time, he ends up like falling asleep. Something in my head was just like, go look at that phone, cause where he come from, where he was. I go through his phone, but prior to this, I had like already been watching him like put his 4-digit code in his phone like while we were talking. He knew that I would try to get in his phone, so he used to always like try to like, oh, hide it. But I would let him know, like, boy, I'm trying to, let me see what's in that phone. Why are you hiding it from me? I used to like just memorize all of the 4-digit codes that he would put in his phone, and I would just go back and put them in my notes like a freaking psychopath. When I got to the phone in my hands that night, I just went to my notes and I tried all the 4-digit numbers. It really didn't even take me that long to even figure out 4-digit code it was, because it was like either the first one or the second one. I don't know how. I was never that. It was literally my first time like getting my hands on that phone and going through that phone. Got the phone, I went to the bathroom like any other freaking person who done went through a phone before. You go to the bathroom, right? I go and lock myself in the bathroom, like knocked out cold turkey, like sleeping like a baby. Like I know that I'm good because I know him. I know he's not gonna wake up because we done slept in the bed before. I know. I just know his ass was gonna wake up. I'm going through the phone and I'm just stunned that I'm in here at this point. I instantly go to the messages, of course, and everything that I had suspected and accused him of, it was literally in those messages. Collecting like all of my information for when the time comes, and I'm just like, I'm shocked as I'm reading what I'm seeing in my face, but I'm like, you know what? I need more. So I exit out the messages. Well, when I was in the messages, y'all, I was typing in the messages. You know, like how they have the search bar? I'm typing my name. I'm typing all type of words. I'm typing people names. Anything that can match, you know, my assumptions, I'm typing it up. So everything's like popping up. I go to Instagram. I'm going through messages. I'm seeing him just being thirsty, giving, you know, other dudes hard eyes, talking to them and stuff like this. All of these people that you said that you wasn't talking to, you're not in this type of time with them, you don't like them, you not like that, but you was like that. I find all this information, y'all. At this point, my blood is boiling. I'm over it. I'm like, you know what? He got to go. I'm like, I go to the bed. I like, no. Mind you, he came there with his spinner night bag, y'all. I pack up all of his stuff, all of his clothes, everything that he just had on. I done folded it up neatly. I folded that shit up neatly and I put it by the wall because you gotta go. Like, he gotta get out of here. You disrespecting me, like you in my house and you was just talking to these people. Regardless of the fact that we wasn't talking at the time, everything that I had asked you about, you was already doing it. So now I'm pissed. So now you gotta go. So I go over and I'm like tapping on him. I'm calling his name. I'm like, you have to leave. Like, hello, like wake up. He's not waking up, y'all. Sleeping like a baby while I'm hard up, pissed. Like, blood is boiling. I'm so livid. So he's sleeping like a baby. And at this point, I'm just like, you know what? Forget it. I'm there and there about to fall off the bed because I don't even want to sleep close to him at all. Like, I couldn't scream and get him up because, like I said, I hadn't snuck him in the house while my parents was there. All the things that I was trying to do to wake him up, it wasn't working. I couldn't even get him out of there. Like, I wanted to get him out so bad, y'all, but at that point, I'm like, I don't even care if I get caught. He got to go, but it still didn't work. So I end up just going to sleep and waking up the next morning. Y'all, I wake up the next morning. This boy is happy. Like, he happy. He done had a good night rest. He done had a good old time. He done got drunk at the New Year's party. He done came over to me and everything. And so he waking up happy. Meanwhile, I'm pissed. I'm pissed over it and I'm ready for him to go. So I'm giving him the silent treatment while he trying to hug me before he leave. Mind you, I still gotta sneak him out at this point because my people is asleep. Down know he in there. Still not budging. I'm not giving you no hug. I don't want to talk to you. Nothing. We don't need to like. We don't need to do anything. You just need to get your stuff and you need to leave. But I think his phone was dead because I didn't even put it on a charger. After I went through the phone, I just threw it over there by the clothes in his spend a night bag. But he had to go. I ended up like sneaking him out the garage again, and you know, we get to like the gate of the driveway. I'm like, yeah, you know, bye. Like, I still don't want to hug you. Like, just go. The energy is just not here. And one thing about me, I'm the king of ignoring. I don't care what nobody says. I am the king of ignoring. Like, I can ignore you and you're done. Like, you're done. But he ends up walking to his car, and y'all, I sent him a message. I sent him a message with like the code. I said 5980, right? Like, this is the code to all of my unanswered assumptions that I had about you. God bless you. I hope that you get help for how much of a liar. Something beyond that sort. I'm gonna put the messages in here because I still have the messages in my Snapchat. And crazy thing is, y'all, today I looked at my Snapchat and he was the first person that popped up. And I'm like, that's what made me want to do this story time even more now, because he was the first person that popped up in my Snapchat. So I'm going to include the messages in the little video that I have of him. I really don't care if anybody like put the pieces together. Y'all probably wouldn't know, but like anybody from my hometown, they wouldn't know either. But if they do, they do. If they don't, they don't, baby. That was like a long ago. We have moved on. We have elevated. But I was just so in shock that I had even got through that phone. So he ended up texting me like, wow, hope you really went through my phone. I love you and I understand. Because I had to went off on him, y'all. I'm gonna put the messages right here so we can see. I don't have my phone with me right now, so I can't read it. But I was just so in shock that everything that I had assumed about him, he hadn't did. Like, it was literally all on that phone. All the people that I thought he was talking to, he was in fact talking to them. That stuff happened while my parents was asleep, and I'm in there like stressed out. Like, he got to go. I was so upset, y'all. Like, that was crazy. A crazy time. I was just sneaking people in, just going through stuff. Boys, they would drive you crazy. Relationships would drive you crazy, and especially toxic relationships. So if y'all going through a toxic relationship, I'm telling y'all, get out now, run. It probably sounds easier said than done, but notice the red flags, and once you notice the red flags, get up out of there. It's not even worth it, baby. I'm telling you, leave. Y'all let me know down below what y'all would have done, or if that has ever happened to y'all before. What happened when y'all went through somebody's phone? Like, I want to know. I want to know the tea. Because I just told y'all the tea on me. So, yeah, I want to know what happened with y'all and what y'all would have did. Because would y'all, like, just woke him up, like, regardless of the fact if y'all people was home? Mind you, like I said, this was when I was a teen. So, my people didn't even know that I was, like, sneaking boys in. So, they probably would have been like, what? What? Child. Anyway. But that's really that story time on how I found out that I got cheated on New Year's. It was a quick little story time, y'all, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, comment down below what y'all think about my experience, and y'all tell me about y'all experience, because I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. And I want to say this. Y'all know who led me to those messages, okay? Y'all know who led me to those messages. However, that is not me anymore. I don't do that. I never was the crazy type anyway. I never like went through phones. I don't be doing all of that until you give me a reason. And I was young when I did all of this stuff. And you know, it's easy to react off emotions. But now that I'm older, I feel like I control my emotions more. I know how to, you know, I know how to conduct myself in these type of situations. So, young Kobe, child, goodbye. New Kobe, you know the vibes, okay? We ain't going through no phones. If it ain't looking for you, don't go looking for it. Unless, you know, God himself come and present it to you. And that's just what we have. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. I hope y'all enjoyed the story time. Like I said, if y'all new here, make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe, because I'm on the road to 50K. On the road to 50K. Get me there. Help me get there. And make sure y'all subscribe. And I love y'all so much. Bye.